Hello viewers, I'm SP and welcome back to Hades, where, as you can see, I switched weapons. I had a thought here. I think the Dark Thirst isn't going to move off the bow until we use it, so why don't we just take the bow down into the dungeon real fast and die on purpose to bounce the thirst off, and if it bounces to a melee weapon, then we'll just use that melee weapon for the purposes of hunting these duo boons, because I do want the bonus Darkness and Gemstones. It turns out we do kind of value them again. And then if we're doing this, if we're just going to go down there and die on purpose, let's take with us a keepsake that we've not used before, so that it gets checked off of the prophecy list. I'm pretty sure the Sigil of the Dead is not even on the prophecy list, so let's just grab, like, what's the one that we're least likely to actually take? Because, like, several of these are actually good. I'm sure that the Feather Duster is totally a reasonable pick. I don't know exactly how many urns you break in a biome, but it's a lot. I'm sure this is fine. And then, like, the Lambent Plume is actually, I think, pretty good. We haven't been using it because since we got off of sort of, like, our baby keepsakes, we've been doing so much boon hunting that it's hard to make room for it. But, like, that's one we might use, might actually take on a thing. You know what? I think the Acorn is pretty not ever a thing we're going to take for real. So let's take it now. And I think this will check it off the list. And if it doesn't, then, you know, whatever. Now, the bad news is, it is going to take us a second to die horribly here. But it's also going to move the plotline forward, I think.
Fling your blood at me like that again, boy, and I'll have you cast into the Styx, where you can drown in it.
What a hell of a thing for your dad to say to you, huh?
Time for another blood spree, then.
I do love a good blood spree.
Now, Zacharias, I'm certain everything is going fine for you right now, but just in case, I got a little something just for you.
It would be special, probably, right? Because with the special being, the shots from the special being so close together.
Get dead.
Yeah, that's okay. We're gonna go, like, a room or two deep. I mean, let's see if it wants to offer us, yeah. See if it wants to offer us, like, an actual upgrade resource. We'll fight until we are no longer offered a thing that will help the house. I'm behind a wall. Stupid geometry. There's too much damn geometry in these rooms. I do like this aspect an awful lot. I think this is a really cool one.
What do we have here?
6 gemstones? What is it, my birthday? Alright. Let's just, let's get popped here in this room. Unfortunately, it's probably going to take a minute, because they're going to have to punch through an awful lot of health. But we can do this. Hooray! It's wild how little the enemies, like, only one of them seems to want to help. Guy, come on, that's embarrassing. There you go. The process of bouncing the Dark Thirst around is not trivial. How did I manage to kill one of them? This is just, it's an embarrassing dereliction of duty is what it is. These guys they're horrible at their jobs. Now listen, don't work up a sweat or anything, I'll do it myself. This'll give Hypnos something fun to say too. I'm sure we've never actually died to a spike trap before. Because I do want my Dark Thirst. Oh, never mind. Maybe Hypnos won't even be around to make fun of me. I was really looking forward to hearing him say, have you tried not standing on it?
In my recent audience with Nyx lad, she let on that you have mentioned chaos as of late. Is it true you've met her parent yourself?
I have. Chaos is not like anyone I've ever met. At first I was a little worried meeting this vast primordial entity apparently responsible for all creation, but they seem alright. Chaos and Nyx haven't been talking for a while, though. You don't know what happened there, do you?
I know a little bit, I think. Nyx, she and Chaos, they just slowly drifted apart. No animosity, not anymore at least. It happens between parents and children. And once such ties are severed, they cannot always be restored. Especially among primordial gods as old as time, I suppose.
They drifted apart.
That probably is like, it rings a little bit more ominous if you're earlier in the storyline than we are when we got that.
The many-headed Cerberus is busy thinking of his next savory meal.
Be good, boy. You don't let anybody in or out of this place, do you, boy?
Well, I mean, we know that not to be true. I'm putting on a show for all the shades.
Those Catholic companion things you have from Nyx, or whoever they ended up with. I know they have been benefiting you.
Yeah, well, I'm to attempt to escape this place by any means necessary, right? I figure if I can call on Olympus for aid, maybe some of my friends can help me in a pinch as well.
Not what I mean. Some of your friends have been reluctant to engage against me during our scuffles on the surface. Know that I have authorized them to proceed if necessary.
Huh.
Wait, really? You're saying it's okay for your own loyal subjects to side against you up there? You won't take it out on them?
I consider it an expansion of their responsibilities. Now go.
Really? Okay, that's interesting. I mean, that's it's certainly going to help. What a weird thing. We were definitely working on... Yeah. You get nectar.
Hey, mate. What do you say we share this over in the lounge?
Oh,
No.
certainly, why, I don't see why not. I mean, it's not as though I've got something to do that isn't that.
Okay, well, this feels significant.
I oughtn't have looked back. I mean, the moral of the story is to not look back when you are told not to look back. You understand, don't you, my friend?
It's a very specific moral.
Don't look back, huh? I'll try not to. Though you can't be blamed for doing it yourself just the one time. What happened to you, it wasn't fair, if you ask me.
I quite enjoyed our outing, Zagreus, so I suppose I shall be seeing you around.
Take care, mate.
Kind of a weird way for that to end, given that we, see each other around all the time.
Please keep me well apprised of all of your incredible achievements, Zagreus.
Take care, mate.
Also, take care, mate. And you hang in there.
You have fulfilled already many prophecies envisioned by my daughter's child. Although perhaps inevitable, I find it impressive nonetheless.
Thank you, Nyx. Though they're just minor prophecies, right? The kind that won't necessarily come to pass unless spelled out and coupled with a decent reward to make it worth my while. Not even the Fates are above greasing the wheels of progress, then.
The Fates have perfect knowledge of exactly what is necessary for the future they have woven to someday come to pass. We each are instrumental to their ultimate design. Some more than others, it would seem, of course.
Some more than others, yes.
Well, because some of us, the instrumentalism is just dying horribly.
Your Highness!
Dusa, I don't mean to upset you, but I'm worried you're going to burn yourself out if you keep pushing yourself past your limits. Are you sure you don't need a break?
I'm sure, Prince. This is my chance. I'm custodian of the House of Hades. I need to keep doing my best right now. Thanks so much for the nectar. Bye!
Please, take care of yourself.
She's very career-oriented. Okay, wow. That's a lot of gemstones. And honestly, it feels like you just don't really need that many diamonds. Although if you're having trouble clearing the game, I suppose you probably would, it would take you a while to accumulate diamonds.
This garden isn't quite the sight yours was back on the surface, is it, Mother?
On the contrary, Zagreus. It has its own unique charm, as each garden does. I was impressed it wasn't left entirely to rot after my absence.
It was totally off limits to me, though I guess Father must have taken care to maintain it as best he could.
He did, all right. Minus the part where you weren't allowed. Though, let's look after it from here, shall we?
Sounds good.
I'm a little surprised that didn't unlock, the ability to buy house contractor upgrades for it. Alright, let's see if the, Oh, wait, always gotta practice. Very important to practice. Alright, I'm hoping that the darkness, the thirst, will have bounced to something a little bit more in line with our goals here. It's the spear. Okay, yeah, sure. Although, do we want to do it with the Guan Yu aspect? Maybe not, right?
Greater gods than I once wielded you.
I mean, the aspect of Achilles is... These would both be good for trying to fight close range. Was the punishing bonus damage... Okay, it only causes them to take more attack and special damage, not cast damage. That's a little bit of a shame. That being the case, maybe we want to go aspect of Achilles then?
Achilles.
This would be a good way to, like, lay down a crystal and then dash in on the enemies and have them get blown up by it real bad. So that being the case, we probably want to pull Demeter first, right?
Keepsakes hold power.
Or... No, Aphrodite first, because Aphrodite is part of both of the duo boons that we are hunting on this run. Yeah, I think that makes sense.
I'm asking for it.
Only a little.
I'd ask you show me a good time there, love. Although I almost can't imagine a good time where you reside. So dreary, constantly.
Alright, I'm realizing I actually don't know what do we need from her to make these happen? Is it just any of the basic stuff? This is... yeah, any of the basic 5. And this... okay. So yeah, anything except the cast. Alright, pretty straightforward. With the spear... I guess just Heartbreak Strike. That's fine. Or... no, it's probably Passion Dash, right? And this is on the prereq list for both of those things. So we're not always going to be approaching enemies by doing the dash. Oh. I think we should take the Demeter because that means that we can potentially get the duo boon earlier. As much as I do love to start out with 200 bonus money. Man, the spear's a pretty powerful and safe weapon, huh?
It's Lady Demeter.
Alright, this is the last nectar. We really need to get more.
I often remember that there's sweetness in this world only by your grace, Lady Demeter. I'm thankful that we've grown closer through all this.
You would make further offerings to me. Even though I have made quite clear I've lately not been at my charitable best, young Zagreus. You're either naive, or you're much too kind. Or both.
Could be both.
This land is not unlike your own in certain ways. For Helios, the sun has not shone down upon it for some time. How long, I really couldn't tell you, little sprout. Long enough for mortals to take notice, certainly.
Yeah, we've caused a serious problem by keeping Persephone down here. A lot of people have paid a very large price, it seems like.
Let's see what else.
I need those crystals. Ah, you're killing me. Alright, well, her call is pretty good. But we can't get the duo boon going without the crystal cast. That right there is a really good example of how the game is usually very generous about backstabs, because we were absolutely just stabbing the side.
Thank the gods.
Alright, I really need more boons. Pretty much just more boons. And we're going to get 15 Ambrosia, right? I'm going to convert, I think, the vast majority of it to blood. If we want more ambrosia, obviously we're going to have to start actually winning runs. I think I'm going to do that. So, chaos versus heart. Let's do this. We often get a choice of a boon that is just heart but better, but also sometimes we get something even more compelling.
I might be with you, son of Hades. You need merely choose its shape.
Damage on your cast up seems like it might be pretty good given what we're going for here. Minus 41% move speed is real harsh, though. It's alright, we'll just, we'll get where we need to go by doing the rush. Look at that. That still moves pretty fast. Yeah, and our dash is still... It's fine. It's fine. Man, the spear just feels super powerful. Even just the basic functionality of it is so good. Ah, damn it. I was really hoping we'd be able to get through the armor faster than that. Alright, well, we're probably not shopping just yet.
What's on offer? Should be useful.
I do think that Hydrolite is pretty expensive for the value you get out of it. Ow, boy, anywhere I go. I would really love it if it would stop moving around. Just stand still until I kill you. Okay, apparently all I needed to do was ask nicely.
Olympus, I accept this message.
So... we need Crystal Cast, and then we just need we need a Zeus anything, right? Honestly, though, the Zeus attack boon is probably the one we want most. We keep taking Life Affirmation, and it keeps not being good enough, but I still think it's right to take here.
What is it now?
Do not presume that you escape my notice, boy.
This is not a good time for us to have a movement debuff.
Okay.
I guess I should have expected this to happen, given that being the case, you know?
You're nothing.
Yeah, Demeter's cast is not... it's not fancy, it doesn't do a lot of cool stuff, but boy, it sure is effective, huh? Ugh, man, I'm just getting hit by so much garbage. Run! Run! Oof.
Again, you make a mockery
to no effect.
I gotta say, going through one of those for a pomegranate feels really bad. Yeesh. All of these rewards are really bad. We need some boons, man. We need some better stuff. So it seems like if you dash across the beam, even... like, there are no iframes against the beam damage. If you dash across the beam, you always take the hit. And it's, you know, it's small, it doesn't matter too much, but it is a real... it's a real annoyance. Just seeing the little red numbers is enough to drive you up the wall.
What lurks in the river Styx? Right there.
And we're getting gold now? We really are getting very rough room rewards. I'm glad we took the Demeter boon when we did, because I did not at the time realize that the game was not going to offer us any more actual rewards after that. Alright, hopefully this could be the last wave. I would really like to use that well.
Time to collect.
We are a little bit lucky, I think, to be receiving so many rooms here. Wow, price of Midas, huh? With our health being what it is right now, it's not even a good amount of money. It's actually, like, super frustrating that we were not offered any healing at all. In fact, to the point where I'm going to go ahead and use a reroll for it. Wow, okay, well. It's something, I suppose. So, question. Do we think it's safe to try to do a trial here? The thing is, we do really still need the Demeter Cast Boon. I want a hammer, but the hammer's not going to help us with the real goal of this run, which is hunting duos. So... and I'm not necessarily wild about this. We'll take the Demeter one here. I'd rather face Aphrodite's Wrath, but that one's also not awesome.
You have my gratitude.
Alright, we are at least offered the crystals.
Dearest, just in case it hasn't been made clear as crystal lately, let me tell you, when presented with the opportunity, don't ever reject me.
She'll get over it.
And hopefully I'll still be alive when that happens. These things are slow moving enough that the Demeter casts are actually really powerful.
Is a forgiving heart, don't you agree? So I shall let this little matter slide, and you've my loving heart to thank for it.
Yes, I do feel so very loved. Bonus damage versus weakened foes is kind of not great, I think. I guess we take Dying Lament here. It's not awful, you know. We have seen that the area it affects is actually quite large. Okay, good. Health Trove is exactly what I was hoping for.
Yeah, might as well.
Who dares?
Boy, I don't like this room being full of armored pots. It didn't end up being a big deal to us there, but that is an enemy that can sometimes take a really long time to work down, depending on which weapons you have.
Mine now.
So they're very good at running away and not ever taking damage when you want them to. Oof, I'm a little shocked that we didn't get hit there, honestly. Yeah, that feels pretty significant. Did that thing just die and then immediately go back to full health, or did a full health one spawn as I was killing the other one directly underneath it? That was pretty weird. Oh, what? There's more wave. the spawns had already run out. They got no respect. Pre-boss room, right? Yeah, we should probably take the boon. Maybe we'll get lucky. We'll get a heart anyway. Okay, that's... Oh, no, is there not... There is, in fact, not a gold pot in here. Yeah, this would be a really good time to buy heart plus boon. I think we're going to take this boon because we want Zeus in our build really badly, and... Yeah, we got to get the duo prereqs on as early as possible.
I'll take this one.
Okay, lightning strike's what we were looking for.
All right, Lord Zeus.
So now, we do in fact have the prereqs for both of these Aphrodite duos, right? Good and good. Okay, cool. So now... I'm not going to spend this. I'm really disappointed that there's not just like a little bit of money. Karen, could you front me like 6 gold? Yeah, that is a damn shame.
Hope I didn't keep you waiting, ladies.
How many times have we been going at it like this, Zagreus? You tired of me yet?
We're both immortals, Meg. We'll be seeing plenty of each other for a while yet. I've come to welcome these occasions.
Then good. Lashing you across the face beats waiting for the opportunity to do so. Come.
Yeah, you can really see how our relationship's coming together.
Electo, anticipate now.
At least it's not Electo again. Did you have to dash through me? Really? Yeah, get back over here where they can hit you. Well, this beam plan is not really working. This Mega's too damn mobile. That said, you know, obviously keep the beams down. Wait, where are my other bloodstones? Shouldn't they all have been on top of each other? Yeah, man, I am just... Alright, I'm gonna be over here. I'm taking absolutely everything directly in the face. She always seems to do it. She seems to float down from the ceiling and start putting the circles down as I've just hit the second, the button to execute the second dash. So I'm like, I'm not actually able to dodge them because we're still in the dash cooldown when the thing actually goes off. And unfortunately, it's happening a lot here. I think we basically just have to never dash a second time, because if we do, we will find ourselves in a situation where we suddenly must dash. Oh, I ran right into that. That was stationary, man. It does in fact seem to be the case that dashing a second time is really bad. Dashing just once is mostly working, except, of course, right there. Should I dare to note that it's a good idea, it will suddenly no longer be a good idea. Just poke these. Come on, just kill her. Demeter, just kill her. Oh, not quite. Yet. Speaking of damn it. Oh. We almost lost we almost lost a Death Defiance charge against the Furies again. What is going on with me lately?
The Vanquishers keep.
Well, we are certainly raking in the house improvement resources, though. So, we want to take one of the keepsakes from one of the gods we're trying to force a duo boon from, right? I think it's probably...
Which to choose?
Let's go Zeus first. Because I think his duo boon's going to be more broadly valuable. We should definitely take this. And honestly, maybe also this. Why not? Great minds think alike.
I'll just go on.
Okay. We can definitely recover this amount of health. And then we might want to try to, if we can get our duo boons going, we might want to try to force Artemis into our build. If we were to get Artemis's duo boon for Demeter's cast, that would be really powerful. I'm a little worried about how this is all going to go against Hades, though, because, like, the thing we're constructing here is a boon that, or a build that makes you kind of want to be close to the thing you want your crystals to shoot at, and that seems real dangerous with Hades.
Haven't you learned your lesson yet?
It's almost got as much range as the gun, but without the no-hit stun penalty. It's pretty powerful. Man, I'm just... I'm so frustrated. I'm letting absolutely everything hit me. I'm definitely tilting more than a little bit.
So you took on my good professional associate, is that right, Cubs? And you beat the big boatman himself? I knew you were pretty tough, but not that tough. Impressive work. He's impressed too. He isn't even mad.
He seemed mad. He did try to kill me with an oar. It feels like that feels like mad. Let's just take move speed, I guess. Okay, gemstones. Are we even going to take that? Oof. And then effectively no reward from the next room as well. Yeah, we need gemstones.
Allow me, boy, to introduce some of my loyal subjects.
Need is strong. Yo, fuck this. What in the hell? Like, who decided this was an acceptable group of enemies to throw at people? Like, it's literally impossible not to take damage. Sorry, it's possible not to take damage. I could stop attacking entirely.
Fine, help yourself.
Well, that's better.
How many Hydra heads was that? It's a deeply insane number of them. That was... Oof. The number of projectiles we were facing there. If we had had deflect on attack, it would have been okay-ish, but without that, that's just like the super nightmare room. Ah. Alright, no more?
I'm empty.
Oh, please just break. Please just break. Because I can't stop attacking or I get hit by all of the projectiles.
Vast riches.
Yeesh. Alright, I guess we go Eurydice here?
Off we go.
It kind of doesn't feel like either of these is very helpful to us.
Hey! How's it going lately, hun? You eating well and everything?
I guess we just run out of real dialogue with her? It's probably Ambrosia Delight.
Hope you like it.
Wow, that's good.
Okay, those are fine.
Bye, hun.
So, we're being offered very, very little in the way of advancement, and we're not being given much of a chance to like, buy health back or anything. So this is just going to be a very, very rough one. So there, we got knocked out of a dash. I just dashed, like, too late, I guess. This has been, not good. The opposite of good. I'll tell you what, if we didn't already have the prereqs for our duo boons, I would probably just die on purpose and start over. So that we could have a slightly better chance here. He's down for so little time, it doesn't feel like the cast is even worthwhile against him.
Enough of them.
I know just how much you must want out of there, young man. And I want that as well. Good thing for you, as I get what I want around here. Ask anybody.
Well... So we don't actually need anything here. I guess static discharge is pretty good. We're going to have Jolt up on pretty much everything. Okay, maybe she will make with the duo. Wow, what is going on with this version of ASPHODEL? Why are we getting rooms that have so many of this enemy? I feel like this is it feels like something changed, right? Maybe in the patch they changed the way that enemy is valued or something, because it's this is not how that enemy was spawning in waves prior to a couple episodes ago, right? It doesn't feel like it anyway.
In the name of Hades.
Alright, well, we are getting absolutely murdered here on the boons. I guess let's take this. We just gotta keep pulling, man. We just gotta keep taking chances to get the duo. Poseidon is not what we need. Pomegranate is not what we need also. I'm gonna go this way. I don't really want to put more gods into the boon pool. Oh, I tried. I tried to work together with the magma there to get him under control. Alright, that's perfect. Just stay right there. God, they jump around so much. Without the increased tracking speed boon, it's very difficult to use this cast against, like, almost any enemy in ASPHODEL, because everything is so mobile and in such a large space. Fuck you, lava. Yeah, I'm just getting hit by absolutely everything. I think we are, in fact, just going to die here, so it doesn't really matter whether I want to do it on purpose. I'm getting hit by everything. I need to maybe take a break for the day.
I think I got one. Another crustacean.
He's adorable. Alright,
That'll keep me alive.
what are we looking at next? Shop versus hammer. Okay, so I want to take the hammer probably and just buy a kiss of sticks here.
I can use this.
And then, you know what? Give me that too. The fish often drop good resources back at the cook. Ordinarily, I would have taken the shop there for the boon chance, but I think the opportunity to buy the Kiss of Styx was important enough that we kind of had to take it.
Got it. I got a flame.
Ooh, that's a neat one. So, attack has more range, dash strike hits 3 times, but your dash is shorter. It's interesting. Doesn't really... Well, you know what, actually, if it procs Zeus's lightning all 3 times, that'd be pretty good. I guess we have no idea, though, do we? Dash range down means getting hit more. Extending jab means getting hit less, probably. So I'm just gonna take extending jab. It's entirely possible that Serrated Point has really great interaction with our attack boon, but
just right.
if I can't play well enough to use it, it's just stupid to take it. On most days, that would have been the correct choice. Today, definitely not.
Why, Lerner, you are looking positively fabulous, I have to say.
I super dashed down to the lava there just because I'm like, at this point I'm so used to my dashes not working. Yep, so used to getting hit no matter what it is I'm doing at the time. Ugh. So that one was, I think the dash was too early. Like, we traveled the distance before we took the damage there. Because I can dash too late and I can dash too early, as long as I never dash correctly. Yep, great example. Ugh. It's so much Hydra garbage coming from all directions. Oh god. Boy, is that the direction my mouse was pointed in? I don't feel like it was. Are you planning on coming over here, or...? You've got to be kidding me, man. Picks up its head and avoids lethal damage, and then hits me at the very, very, very edge. Like, I thought for sure we were outside of melee range there. Oof. Well, this run's gonna be over real soon. We gotta try to at least force one of these duo boons out. Alright, so... It's Demeter, right? Wait, is it? What do we... I think it's Demeter. So we're doing these, right? Yeah, okay. Alright, we just need that duo boon. It'd be cool if the thing would actually appear.
Should help keep me going.
And also we can get ourselves some currency. I mean, we are certainly making some currency here. No two ways about that.
Nice and cool up here.
If there's a god boon, if one of our duo boons, or one of our duo gods is up against this Chaos Gate, we're taking the duo god. Yep, okay. The only thing that matters for us is getting these duo boons. At this point. I mean, obviously, like, winning the run would be cool, but we are beyond that a little bit. I don't feel that these crystals are aiming where I'm telling them to aim very much. Oh, don't do that. In the middle of me saying, don't do that. Really? That's not the end of the... Okay. Is the last wave really just a single chariot by itself? Why? Why do that? Why even have that wave be part of the room?
In the name of Hades.
No duo boon. Yeah, glacial glare is good.
How bad could it be?
That does not belong to you.
Get away from me. That's a pretty wild dash that I just executed there, because I was holding left. Oh, please just die. Please just die.
Worthless.
Alright, we came out ahead on that. Almost as ahead as we could have. So this is a pretty good example of what I was talking about a couple episodes ago when I said that, like, it feels like the hammers, if you don't take them right away, they come back. We chose not to take a hammer a whole bunch of times, and we are still here 2 rooms into Elysium going to have the 2 hammers that we almost always end up with, right? Man, I really like that. When enemies get to 10 chill, they do a frost burst. Boom. It's a really good one. Alright, special deals plus 50% damage, plus 50% critical chance on recovery. Well, if that second part actually applies to the rush the way you would want it to, this seems like it's pretty good for us, right?
Baraffa grows stronger.
And then also, you know, it's on the prophecy. Hard to know, because for some reason it's super weird that guy was close enough to us to take damage from the throw, but not close enough to take damage from the rush to retrieve the throw. I guess they must not be coded with exactly the same maximum reach. That time we didn't hit either. It does do damage when you rush the spear, right? I'm not imagining that. Yeah, okay, it did damage that time. I gotta probably lower the number of witches in this room before I get myself horribly injured here. Yeah, I just dashed in a way that was not productive. Yeah, it feels like we've gotten bad rewards offered so many times this run, or rewards that do not really do much for you this run, that somehow we don't have as many boons as I would like, and we don't have, like, we have maybe 2/3 as much max health as I would like. It has been a rough one. This room is looking a little bit like a nightmare. I'm eyeing those Dusa summons. Although now we get to use one against Hades, so we definitely want to make sure we have one for that. This guy's actually going to let me stun lock him. I appreciate that. We know that these guys are not actually all that vulnerable to stun lock. They break out of it all the time. Him doing that prevented me from casting. I had already pressed the cast button when he jumped at us, and him hitting me, I guess, stunned me out of the animation. Get him, crystals! It's only kind of working. It's a shame you can't put down multiple copies of the cast effect, or the call effect at once. Because I think it would actually be, a lot of the time, a good idea for us to just like lay down 2 of those at opposite ends of the room and then go hide until they have done their foul work.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Obviously side hustle, not so great here. I guess, quick favor. If we were to get this duo boon that we've been going for with Zeus and Aphrodite, it would actually... we would have our call, like, all the time. It would actually be really cool.
Check the old well.
Still looking for the duos. So, like, Yarn of Ariadne doesn't seem all that great. And also, we're trying to save money for a Kiss of Styx. Yeah, alright. Gotta keep taking the gods who could give us the stuff we're looking for. It would be nice to be able to redirect these things' aim more efficiently. This duo boon, the Aphrodite's Demeter duo boon that we're hunting, seems like it would be really good if we could just get it to be offered to us. They seem to be real feast or famine, right? Most runs lately, they have seemed, it seemed like the game just doesn't want to show any of them to us at all, ever. But if we do get one, it seems like we get, like, several of them offered to us, usually. This is just scintillating combat right here.
I shall take everything away.
Gotta lure the little chariots back into it. Yeah, Demeter's Call's pretty alright, I guess.
Remember something for us, Zagreus.
Ah.
A frozen heart holds no sway over anyone at all. Isn't that right, oh Aphrodite, dear?
Oh, I don't know, my dearest Demeter. The frozen heart has tendency to thaw, and then begin to beat with renewed vigor after that. I trust your time shall come. It can never be too late, except for mortals, the poor things.
Ooh, good.
Alright.
Let's go, team.
And if the pattern holds, that means that we're actually pretty likely to be offered the other thing we need, although this will kill us for sure. Yeah, there's basically no chance that we survive that, right? So I think we gotta go the other way. Plus, I don't think we've ever actually seen a duo boon be offered at one of those. Ah, this sucks.
Butterfly chamber.
What? Oh, right. I have the duo boon now.
You hear me, Dusa?
I totally spaced on that. Wow, it makes their, it seems to make the duration a lot longer. Unfortunately, it is not always safe to actually have them go where I want them to go because butterflies. For real, butterflies. There's so many goddamn butterflies up.
Take care of that butterfly ball.
Okay, finally. Yeah, this is a bad room to try out our new thing in, because we cannot stand near the enemies under any circumstances. It's weird how sometimes they can be hit stunned, but not all the time. Like, we have several times throughout this biome just kept one in place basically indefinitely by poking at it, but you know, if they don't want to, they don't have to let you do it.
Your hated enemies, they almost got the best of you, I fear. But you can still turn it around, especially now that you have my aid.
Actually, your aid is exceedingly unlikely to be useful. Sure.
Phew, felt that.
Whatever, I'll God Gauge all the time, why not? Why do we keep getting offered Poseidon? The thing is, we really don't want to take his special, right? I want to be able to charge into enemies. Yeah, and then they do things like stand in a trap zone where if I stood there, the traps would go off. And also, the traps should be going off because they're standing there. I'm not 100% sure why they aren't. Nope, wait, why aren't you? There we go. I was trying to basically just keep him still. So I have 3 health.
Keep them coming. Not now.
Which is to say, of course, a chariot spawns. Okay, that worked a little bit. I mean, it did the thing I was trying to make it do. Oh, come back this way. There we go. Hopefully this will lock him up. Because I really need him to die without doing any more attacks, please. Why... So I was holding right, and I dashed twice, and nothing happened. I thought that the gap we were to the right of was small enough to dash over, on account of it was itty-bitty, but apparently Zagreus disagreed.
Get used to that.
He didn't feel that it was a prudent move to cross that little tiny gap. So instead we die. But hey, we got one of the duos at least.
Would you look at that, Hypnos? Care to repeat to me the unsolicited advice you just now offered, now that Zagreus is here?
Oh, well, it is my custom to give pointers to our visitors who come in voluntarily, because I do pick up a lot of bits and pieces talking here to everyone about, you know, dying.
Zagreus. He told me that I ought to evade more of your attacks next time. So you just watch your back out there, because I know your secrets thanks to Hypnos here.
I kind of love that he talks that way to everybody. I guess I had sort of assumed that he was just being a weird dick to us for, you know, reasons.
Great.
But apparently he's just dumb enough to say something like that to Meg.
Achilles, sir, you happen to know whether Father authorized the transfer of a Macedonian Tau Lambda chariot to Elysium in recent memory? I ran into the former hero Theseus all joyriding about in one of those.
I know the chariot you mean. It's not just any Macedonian. It's modified, apparently by Daedalus himself. No earthly weapons can do what it does. Though, please don't tell me Theseus put on that mask.
What, you mean the golden matching mask? I saw him wearing it all right. Looked like a proper fool, I thought. What of it, though?
Well, I think that Daedalus would certainly agree. Heard that he fashioned that mask and outfit as a little joke. For someone deeply prideful and well unaware. It must have suited Theseus quite well then, yes?
That it did, most definitely, sir.
I kind of don't like that, actually. The part where he, like, up to the point of tell me he didn't put on the mask is fine, but the moment you make it, like, it's a little bit too much everybody's in on the joke now, you know? I like the idea that, like, Daedalus just built it because it was what Theseus asked for, or because Daedalus himself thought it was cool. It having been crafted explicitly as a prank on Theseus is, I think, it takes it a little bit too far. It makes it less fun.
Turns out there's still an awful lot to do around here, isn't there, Zagreus? I'm still getting caught up on day-to-day affairs.
Day-to-day? How can you even tell it's day around here anyway, Mother?
Well, that was just a guess now that you mention it. In any case, forgive me if I don't get swooped up in every household detail, all right?
Never. Kidding, of course.
You've taken more advantage of the pact of punishment than I would have expected, boy. I almost wish to commend you for doing such a thing.
Almost. I've been rampaging through the worst your realm has to offer, causing you untold inconvenience and likely a fortune in repair costs. I thought you'd be upset.
Upset? Heavens, no. Through your repeated bumbling, you have revealed a number of shortcomings in our operations, which my underlings are busy working to address.
You know you sound especially despicable when you say underlings, don't you?
Don't let me keep you any longer, boy. Go forth. Try to escape again. You're helping make the underworld a better place.
Plenty of room for improvement.
So I assume that dialogue can occur before you escape, because it doesn't make actual, like, explicit reference to him being employed. It probably seems a little bit less of a jump to, but you should still keep working here even though we all love each other now, if you have heard that first. It's kind of weird how the shape of the story can change depending on how long it takes you to get to the credits.
Has your relationship with Nyx been lately, Dusa? She strikes me as a pretty intense supervisor. You getting on okay?
Oh, Miss Nyx? I'll do whatever she says. Why? Did she say something about me? She did. Oh, why would you be asking otherwise? Oh no, am I losing my job?
Hey, no, it's not like that. It's just a feeling that I've had from glimpses of the interactions that I've seen between you two. I haven't always got along with Nyx, but I know she cares deeply about this house and everyone in it, including you.
Well, that's nice to know. She cares about my work performance, that's for very sure, and I'm doing everything I can to live up to and exceed her expectations. Tell her that.
I may not use those exact words.
Also, seems like you could just tell her that. Okay, well, it seems like there's not really a lot of consequence for us to do here. We did catch that very fancy flame eater. Wow, that's a lot of keys.
I'm much obliged.
Yo, that was a good payout. What are you guys up to? I hope it wasn't Boldy. Alright, 25 darkness for 3 keys. We probably don't need to do that. People out in the garden? Nope, nobody out in the garden. Okay, well. An uneventful trip back to the house, it seems like. So, we got one of the 4 duo boons off of our fated list. And we are very close to having like a real large influx of currency here. Which I'm very much looking forward to, because there are a lot of weapon aspects that could still use a little bit of love.
What's going on, Skelly?
In addition, of course, to the Guan Yu thing. Man, we haven't used the sword in a long time, huh?
Maybe this one.
Running with that thing, eh?
Maybe it would be a good idea. The sword into the Poseidon thing, the Poseidon Ares thing. It doesn't say that the pulse from that knocks enemies back. It comes off of Floodshot. It seems super weird for Floodshot, which you would take specifically to knock enemies away, to turn into a thing that doesn't knock enemies away. But also, if it did knock enemies away, it wouldn't be valuable for it to pulse multiple times, right? And the thing says that it's 3 pulses. So, I'm pretty sure it did. Poseidon... Yeah, pulses per cast 3. Alright, let's try going out after this with the sword. Now we probably don't want to use...
Care to join me out there?
Oh, that's not what I wanted.
Your plan there, huh?
We probably don't want to use the aspect of Poseidon. Well, you know what? Even if the... I'm assuming that this will not embed our special infos, but even if it doesn't, this still gives bonus cast damage. And it's a fair amount, too. I mean, it stacks up. I'm thinking, since we're close enough to the new prophecy, it probably wouldn't be a big deal for us to spend a little bit of blood upgrading the sword. Yeah, and just like a damage, a boost to your cast damage is a little bit more versatile and a little bit less stick you in place so you can get murdered than the build that forces you to use your special to get benefit from it. And then we can still use our special if, you know, if it turns out that for some reason this does still stick the bloodstones in people or whatever. Yeah, I might take this one just for the cast damage. I don't know. I'll think about it. I think that right there is where we're going to call it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. It has not been a great last couple of runs, really just getting like completely manhandled in a way that I find very frustrating. Hopefully, when you come back next time, everything will have turned around. It'll help that I'm definitely not going to record anymore today. So next episode I will be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, and hopefully that will be good enough. And we'll see you then.